Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys another Pick 3 video, and today we're going to work on Pick 3 of Illinois. Yes, I got a couple pattern strategies I want to show you guys, and even if you're outside of the state of Illinois, stay tuned because a lot of these tips and strategies I'm seeing in other areas as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. On May 23rd evening, Illinois had a draw of 994. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys how to use a simple 317 rundown, okay, to lock in your hits. Now, if you notice anything about this draw, you have a double and then you have a mirror number in front of it. That's technically what we call a triple number. Why? Because 9, 9, and 4, they're the same exact number. I know you're like, well, hold on, that's not the same number. It is. I want you guys to pay attention to your mirror numbers. A mirror number is simply a number opposite of itself, okay? All right, so 9 is the same as 4. They're the same number. And make sure you guys jot your mirror chart down, okay? So you can make sure you memorize and learn these. You will need them. Trust me when I tell you. A 0 can be a 5. A 1 can be a 6. A 2 can be a 7. A 3 can be an 8. And a 4 can be a 9, okay? So once we understand that, we're going to mark our triples here. I want you guys to make sure you square it, circle off, whatever you have to do. Okay. Now, for you guys, when you see your triples, I'm noticing they like to stay closer. The next hit likes to stay closer to the actual triple number. Okay. So right here, and you can use all of these numbers. That's what I've been doing in Florida, but for Illinois, you may not have to do that. But again, backtrack so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you guys come up and you see this triple number, you don't know what to play, my first advice would give you is to play all the numbers you see. So I would play that 201, 518, 825, 132, 756, 063, 370, 687. And if you're froggy, you think triples may come, you could play that 994 or that 449. Okay. However, I'm just noticing something with Illinois. You guys, your hits are really, really close. Like you see this 201. Okay. Well, guess what that next hit was, guys? 012. So you could have played all these numbers and got that hit. Okay. Now when I backtrack, sometimes they come exactly under, and sometimes they have a mirror version of itself. And be careful with that. When you guys are backtracking, you'll see what I'm talking about. You see this 201. You can also play it as 215. You see that 2, 1, that 5 and that 0 is the same number. So 201 and 215, I would also have played as well. And when you guys go back to your other backtrack a few days, you'll see that sometimes they don't come exactly straight here, but the mirror version of itself. But for right now, that was the hit. That was an easy one for you guys. So when you see that, definitely pay attention to those. All right. Now, what happens when you don't have a triple number? What happens when you just have a normal, what I call a normal rundown? Well, I'm going to show you some things to look for that. Okay. So on May 24th midday, you guys had a hit of 0112. Okay. And I plugged it into the 317 rundown. And once you get your chart together, I want you to pay attention to a certain pair of doubles. On each side, you have what we call either doubles or mirror doubles. Let's start with your left. You have a 9-4. Remember, 9 and 4, they're the same number. Okay? 9 and 4, they're the same number. You also have a 5-0 on your right side. Remember, 5 and 0, they're the same number. So those are what you call double mirrors. Okay? Sometimes they'll be like a 9-9 or 4-4. On the 317, sometimes it changes. It's okay, but just make sure you understand. Now, which pair do you pay more attention to? For right now, Illinois, I want you to pay attention to the pair of doubles that has an extension of itself. Okay? You see this 5-0 here on your right side? Well, it has an extension of itself right here. Okay? You see that? I want to mark that in. That's letting you guys know, pay attention to those doubles. Pay attention to them, okay? Because a lot of times I'm seeing the hits come either at the bottom or the top. You see this 9-4 on the left side? It doesn't have an extension of itself. Not saying that hits won't come off of there, okay? But I'm just noticing more hits are coming. You can start building your combinations around the double that has an extension of itself, okay? So let's go here. How can we start setting that up? Okay, you have a 4-3 pair, you could write that down. You have a 6-7 pair up here, write that down. All right, now I know you guys, okay, well, how do we lock in the third number? Pay attention to this number that's in front of this double mirror. Okay, that's number 2. You see this 2 right here? Okay, that's letting me know that it's a possibility that the number is actually sitting either on top or on bottom of that number. Okay. And here's what I'm going to show you guys. We have a 4-3, and I want you to look around and see where you see another 2. Okay. Just kind of mark it right there. So if I was putting combinations together, I would go 4-3-3, right? 4-3-3. That would be one. Okay. If you go down here, 6-7, and you look for a 2, anything that sits on top of a 2, I would probably use like maybe that 6-7-7 if you don't see anything that sits on top of it. Or you can even do it like a 6-7-5. Okay. 6-7-5. Okay. If you go down here to your mirror version, that's why I want you guys to make sure you understand there's always going to be 2 sets of something. You have your 9-8 pair that sits on top of this double with the extension. So write that down. So that'd be a 9-8. Okay. And again, we're looking at the number in front of it. So I would mark that around here, wherever you see it. Okay. So you can do a 9-8. Let's mark that here. A 9-8-7. I'm sorry, a 9-8-8 you can do. All right. And you might also want to do a 9-8-4 because it sits on top of the 7. A 9-8-4. Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys something. When we looked at this 9-8-8, you guys notice anything? You see that the number itself is a 9 here? Pay attention to that. When you see a 9 or a 6 on top or bottom of a number, that may tell you that you may need to mirror that number on top or bottom of it. So for instance, you see this 9-8-8? I would also do a 9-8-3. You see that? I would do a 9-8-3. Why? Because this 9 is telling me that I may have to mirror this 8. It could be a 6 here. Those are the little tricks. That's why I said make sure you guys are paying attention when you're putting your combinations together. Y'all, guess what hit? Guess what hit? 9-8-3. Right there. 3-8-9. 9-8-3. That's it. So make sure that you guys are following, going, backtracking, and let me know what you're coming up with, because this has been pretty nice. Because I tried the 1-2-3. I like the 1-2-3, but there's like a lot of little gaps here, and I'm trying to get like consistent hits. You know what I'm saying? But feel free to try those as well. I'm not telling you that hits don't come off of there, because they do. And that is it. That's all I wanted to show you guys in Illinois, is just to get you guys started. If you find value in the video, definitely give me a thumbs up. Okay. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the tips and strategies, guys. And I will see you guys on the next video.